Hey, Soul Tribe. I'm excited to be here with you guys. And for those that are new to our Soul Tribe, my name is Solreta, and we do a little bit of a look into the week ahead, as well as I have amazing guests on my show. And we talk about all things from spirituality to UFOs, quantum physics, natural medicine, science, meditation, potions, you name it. So it's a really exciting place to be with such a beautiful, growing soul tribe. So thank you to those that are here live with us. Good to see some familiar faces as well. So today we're going to have a look into some of the astrology for the week ahead. And it is one of my favorite signs that we have the full moon in, which is Leo, being a Leo myself. So the potion that I've picked for this week is I Am That Witch, which is on Soul Alchemy Potions. These are my potions. So I embrace my full power and magic. And so we've been drinking it since last night, my partner and I. And the crystal that I've picked for you guys for this week is the softer side of Leo, which is all heart energy. So we've got this beautiful rose quartz, and a palm stone like this is actually really good for meditation because it kind of grounds and anchors us in, as well as if you're laying down, you can pop it on your heart, you can pop it on your forehead. Really good for things like that. And so lovely to have so many soul family here. It's like we're all together in a little circle. And one day that will happen in person and it will be beautiful. So I already had some little downloads on where spirit would like us to go in terms of cards and things. They're really guiding us at the moment to tap in and ask questions or advice from future self. So please remind me to stay on track. First, we're going to read, though, about the astrology and things. And I'm also going to show you, just before we get into that, I have just popped this up last night on Facebook and a few other places. So you'll see that I've got the Valentine's Day Psychic Tarot couple session. So you don't have to be a couple to have this reading, but it is a reading for one or more people. And you can just look at the energy between the two of you. So it goes for 90 minutes, and you will see the link in the description box below. Hello, Jody. Thank you for joining us too. So yeah, go and check that out. The other thing I still have on is the potions. So you can come in here to the shop menu and you can see there's the Hypnotic Subliminals, which thank you so much, guys, for the reviews and things that are coming in. I love reading them. And yeah, a bundle is the best way to upgrade all different areas of life. And apart from that, doing in-person readings at the Eastland Crystal Shop, State of Grace Collective, which has been so much fun to meet a couple of you in person. So let's get into today. Oh, and head on over to solreta.com if you do want to book a private one-on-one session with me. I think there might be one space left for this week. So, oh, and there's a couple of shows to look out for, which I will put some announcements and posts coming a little bit later for some of the shows, but let's get into the astrology. So this week is really powerful, especially because we've got the full moon in Leo. So that is on the full moon in Leo is on the 1st of February. So some of you are on the 1st. We're currently in the 2nd here in Australia. And this is just about tapping into kind of that full power this week. So think about it like we're putting a leash around the energy of a lion is one way to look at it. And I'm talking about in terms of a lion that's cooperative, not one that doesn't want to be coerced into leading. So yeah, this will be about letting truths and things come to the surface. It's all about our inner feelings being activated and our intuition. So it might just be noticing different things pop up. Oh, also, I was just in a client session before the show as well, and we had the cutest little thing come through from Spirit. It was talking about the energy of tuning into God and the energy of guidance. And you guys know that sometimes Spirit will bring through what seems to be a Freudian slip, but we actually had the word guidance come through, which I think is so adorable. So it's a word that I definitely will love to be using from now on. So we're going to tap in for guidance. So it's more kind of like looking for that guidance, but from God, from the universe. And thank you to those that are just joining us as well. Hello, Soul Tribe. So anyway, it's a week of tapping into the guidance energy. So we begin February the 1st with a Mercury Venus parallel, which is just helping to encourage us to work with cooperation, being really careful what we say, really trying to put ourselves in other people's shoes and feelings and emotions as well as to how people might respond or react to things. So yeah, thinking about love as well, a little bit more on an intellectual level rather than sort of being stuck in the feeling or emotion of it. So it's a little bit different for some of us. And with this, it's really just reflecting on things. So it's looking at what kind of relationship or friendships do I have? What is it that I desire or want? So we're really sort of like analyzing the past as well as the present and future when it comes to this. So oh, we got quite a few soul tribe here. Thank you. So with this, we also have the full moon in Leo. So this is a big heart opening energy when we have the full moon in Leo. So this lights up things around self-expression, around our love, around confidence, around being seen. And something emotional will also be coming up around this time for a lot of us, not for everyone, because some of us will get the little kind of intuition a couple of days early, but definitely I would be looking for the epiphanies, the realizations, having a look at your desires and also what it is that's coming up that can no longer be ignored. So you might be feeling a little bit more sensitive, a little bit aware of where it is that you might be toning yourself down, suppressing yourself. You will see some people working in the yard. Anyway, this is about more being ready to step into your voice, your power. It's that lasso or harness around the lion that we're talking about. So really reconnecting with what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel passionate, what makes you feel just empowered and courageous to move forward. Yeah, I'm just checking the comments as well. Yes, emotions in motion. Well said, Larry. And hello to those that are just joining. Hi, Amy and Lakeside Laura. So on the 2nd, we're going to have, let me just see where I'm up to. So anyway, just recapping, it's all about being authentic and tapping into creative, childlike, playful energy is what we also get to do with Leo energy. So on February the 2nd, this will be moving into Virgo moon towards the end of the day. So this will be more things like reflection coming up, responsibility, commitment. How do we feel with the weight of the commitments and expectations? So it's a really good day to have honest and open conversations, especially ones that are productive and have healing arise. We also will have a sextile between Mercury and Chiron as well, which one of my favorite signs. I know not everyone likes Chiron, but this will bring support for talking things through, gaining clarity, seeing problems from a higher perspective. And I think that's why I love Chiron so much, because it's the wounded healer becoming the teacher. So it's all about evolution. So this is also a day where emotional maturity is more, it's like, think about it from a form of we're stepping into empowerment in being more emotionally mature and not as reactive. And then on the 3rd, we experience major energetic turning points as we have Uranus stationed direct. So this is actually really huge. So Uranus governs awakening, change, liberation, and truth. It's all about to turn direct. And I think it was suppressed since September last year. So it's going to begin to move forward. And we also might feel a little bit clearer as to what our needs are, where we've been limiting or holding ourselves back, and also looking at the version of us that's ready to emerge. And that's where we're going to tap in and look at some guidance in the cards from the future version of us. We're going to get some inspo and some ideas and information around what we can do to bridge that gap. So this is definitely more about also tapping into a little bit of inner rebellion, but in the fun, good, healthy, clean way. It's about reclaiming our freedom as well. So we can see a little of this undertone and truth and freedom and liberation coming up on some of the socials at the moment as well. Definitely here in Australia. And when we're seeing certain information that's being released and declassified as well. So with this on the 3rd as well, it's a little bit of a reminder also just to slow down. So it's kind of tuning in, but disconnecting from the outer world as well. And that helps us get back to what's really important. And then I want you guys to be looking at your beliefs around this as well and holding that vision, because that's also important. So this will help us to know where it is that we're moving forward. So yeah, definitely not a week to be like trying to like from the 3D, like push things to happen. It's more kind of sitting back because we're looking at things from more a calculative way, because we're seeing insights that we perhaps haven't seen for a while, seeing things from a different lens or a different viewpoint. So just letting things unfold a little bit more this week. We will also have the moon move through Virgo, Libra, and then Scorpio further in the week, which will take us through a process of kind of like refining things, balancing emotional depth. But by the end of the week, we're going to be feeling things a little bit more intensely, a little bit more intuitively, and also noticing a bit of transformation. So you might even feel a little bit more psychic, a little bit more sensitive, and a little bit more aware on kind of a telepathic level of emotional undercurrents. So yeah, definitely pay attention to your spidey senses. Oh, and this one is a general read today. I do recommend to subscribe though, because we do Q&A every now and then. So you want to make sure to catch that. And yeah, overall, this week's more about, as we were saying, tapping into truth, awakening, and more kind of following your heart, especially with this start of the full moon in Leo that we've had already. So being guided to release what no longer serves us, speaking about things that are hidden, whether it's things like in our body as well. So not just things that are hidden on an intellectual or emotional level. This could even mean tapping into your body, asking your body if there's anything that is hidden that would like to be given a voice or released. So it's a really good time for healing. Let's have a look into the cards. And also, this is a really good week to stay present. So try not to distract yourself too much. So I want to start with the question. I'm just going to pop up Ken. Thank you, Ken. So last week's tensions were really strong. Going to take it easy this week. Definitely. That is such a good idea. And oh, Colleen. So Colleen's saying, can you please send prayers for my kitty who is outside and afraid to come back? There are coyotes close. Oh, sweetheart. Just sending love and prayers and protection around your beautiful kitty. And even just telepathically, just reassuring her too, because she can still hear you telepathically. Cats are really, really amazing like that. So let's have a look into what our future higher self would like us to know. And we're talking about the future higher self that's kind of mastered things. So we'll get 3 cards for this. And I got guided to do this before we started today. And the answer was so specific. Yeah, we've got a whole team working on it, sending prayers. Thank you, everyone. So let's flip these cards straight over. So what we've got is a 5 of Wands. So this is realizing where we're being distracted, where we're being controlled, where we're being taken off path. You guys know that I talk about this being too many cooks in the kitchen. We have Saturn and we have Leo. So this is definitely the sign to tap back into this Leo full moon that we have as well. Oh, you guys melt my heart. I love how we all get behind someone when they're in need. So beautiful. The next one that we have is Prince of Swords. So we need to actually get really clear. I'd be writing a list down at the moment. This octahedron as well also relates to the air element. So with this, we actually need to think about it. We need to put the words out there in terms of what it is that we want to manifest, but we need to also look at what has been distracting us. And then we have moving into Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands kind of lights up. Traditionally, it's the hand of God giving us the idea, the inspiration. This is the thing that's life-changing. So if we're looking at it again, this would be to get into a place of spiritual retreat. As Ken said, taking it easy this week after the huge energies that we had last week, writing a bit of a plan. Let's ask for some more cards around this Prince of Swords, because it does look like taking action towards things future-wise. Yeah, we've got a Six of Swords. So we're definitely not sitting still, even though we're sort of going into this beautiful quiet mind place. We have a Six of Swords followed by the Knight of Swords. So it's interesting because my Knight of Swords has fallen over the Prince of Swords. So definitely Spirit's asking us to write, to voice this week. And the Six of Swords is also known as a card of science. It's Eos in this particular gods and goddesses deck. And Six of Swords is where we're going on a bit of a journey. So maybe even reflecting, thinking about your journey so far, because sometimes Six of Cups, Six of Swords is a time. Oh, lovely to see you live in the chat too. Thank you. So yeah, sometimes it's also about feeling into what it is that we want or desire on that best and highest self level as well. So we're getting guided to really speak about it, but Spirit's showing me it's speaking about it from a point of it's already done. So let's look at the cards from that point. We've got the Star, we've got the High Priestess, we've got the Two of Coins. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is tapping into hope, into inspiration, knowing that you guys are put down here for a particular mission, a particular purpose. This is not just, coming down here for no reason. I really feel that we're speaking to our soul tribe in this way as well. So the High Priestess, again, is not distracted. So this week, do not be blindsided, do not be distracted. This is about us individually tapping into that energy with Uranus as well. So I would be looking at things that maybe had held you back, delayed, distracted you, but having a look at where it's truly taking you with it coming in. So it does feel like this magical shift and change because we have the Two of Coins. And this is Jupiter. This is expansion, growth energy. This is also Capricorn energy too. So we're not needing to wait for anyone's permission to make these changes. And let's just go to the Alice in Wonderland deck. So we have the Two of Flowers, which is the Two of Wands, Knight of Flowers, which is Knight of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Flowers. So for me, this is that Phoenix rising from the ashes energy. This is more kind of that Leo leadership energy and Ace of Wands. So it's almost like Spirit saying to us, you tap into show me, prove to me action, or show me something like spiritually that you're starting to work towards or even master, and we're going to give you more. So I do feel like it's sort of, okay, once we prove ourselves, we'll be given a little bit more, but we need to not get distracted. And then we've got the Two of Flowers, which is what I actually said before. So how ironic that I was saying Two of Flowers because it's two flowers, but it's the Knight of Flowers. And now we have the Two of Flowers, which is Two of Wands. So Two of Wands, it's this firecracker kind of like energy of the kindling starting to burn. So it's surveying the land and looking out, what do we want to build here? So we're really being asked to refine our vision this week. So pop your hand up if you've been on Pinterest or you've been making vision boards, or if that show that I did with Yana the other week maybe inspired you guys around looking at other ways to work with bringing your vision in for this year. Oh, cute. I love little sunflowers. So we have a Six of Hedgehogs, which is success. So this is what Spirit wants for us, is success. This is beautiful Taurus energy. This is about things manifesting and materializing on the plane. Yeah, isn't it amazing? Synchronized validations are being incredible. Definitely. And myself and clients have been experiencing this as well. It's so incredible. All right. So let me just see where Spirit would like to guide us in terms of asking maybe another question that could help us for the week. Let's ask, all right, if there's anything that could sort of like blindside us, because I do feel like they're really trying to warn us around distractions with that Five of Wands that we had. Okay. I just saw the Hermit card at the bottom of the deck. It's so interesting. The energy that I get when I ask about what could potentially blindside us, I actually feel like I'm in a column of light And it just, I'm going to explain it the way that I'm seeing it. I'm seeing myself in this beautiful white, gold filled column of light. It's like in Star Trek, the beam me up Scotty light, but more kind of like angelic. And I'm seeing angels stand around me. And it's funny, it's like, what? As to the noise and distraction around. So I do feel that they're talking about us having like deep spiritual reverence and asking for our guides and angels and beings to come in that love us unconditionally, to bless us and protect us and keep us from getting distracted. So let's see what cards we've got. Oh, hello. Hello in Norway. What time is it over there, Britt Marie? Oh, one more card. Really interesting. We're talking about distraction. I have a mosquito on the desk, and it's a distraction, that little buzzy sort of noise that they make as well. So we definitely need to stay in that column of light. And oh, amazing. Very, very exciting. So let's have a look. The cards that we have in terms of distraction and not being distracted by little buzzy things. Interesting how like physical animals and creatures can actually show up. I'm just going to move him on. Let me just grab something. You might see him buzz. He's attracted to my little light, I think. Oh, awesome, Jody. Yeah, who else is having interesting dreams as well? Oh, I love that. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched the mind movie episode that we did, giving you guidance on how to make your own mind movie, it's one of the most powerful manifestation tips that can help you reprogram the subconscious mind, as well as the hypnotic subliminals. There is a link for the hypnotic subliminals in the description below. So what we're seeing with this is Knight of Cups and the Emperor energy. So Knight of Cups, we've got this messenger coming in from this other realm or other world. So what I was saying before about that column of light, and we're seeing angels and things around, we have the Emperor energy. And I mean, look how grounded he is in this throne and how protected he is as well with these horses. And we've got this beautiful sun and moon energy, or like an eclipse star energy at the top of him as well. We then have the Princess of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and also the Three of Swords. Let me just lay these out for you guys as well. So I'm just trying to keep up with your messages. So yeah, Princess of Pentacles. This is interesting because people come in to tell her and project onto her who she is, what she's doing in the world. And her thing is to like tap into her own inner authority and to project that out into the world more than anything else that people are trying to program to her. So there's a little bit of shifting of beliefs while we're in this, but be in that cone of silence, that cone of protection as well. Hey, Jacob and Corbin, lovely to have you here as well. And we've got Three of Swords. So you might be shown a few emotions and things too. So, oh, look at this. Remember I said to you guys that I had a vision of being in like a column of light and angels either side and around? Look at this. Isn't that beautiful confirmation? And I love it because Spirit will tell me exactly what deck to use. So what we're sort of seeing is this is around changing and shifting our inner belief on how powerful we are. So that's what Spirit wants us to remember. So ask for that beautiful column of light, that protection, to be surrounded by angelic beings. It doesn't matter what other people are believing. This is about you tapping into your belief, and for that becoming a little bit more solidified and strong. And it's a recommitment to that as well. Let me see if there's anything else I would like to add to this. I also feel like they're helping us to sort of like sift through some of the emotions and things that are coming up. Yeah, we've got a Nine of Wands, a King of Cups, and we've also got the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the Nine of Cups too. So beautiful energy if we can stay on task and do what we can to stay in this beautiful place of protection. Hey, soul brother, lovely to have you here, Phil. So yeah, with this strength is what's required for this week. So stay in that beautiful cone of silence, cone of protection, that guidance from God that we were talking about before, from the universe, and King of Cups. So really feel into it. And again, not quite angels. we've got these beautiful doves of peace that are there. And look at that halo activated on the spiritual level too. Wheel of Fortune for me is a destiny alignment card. And this is Taurus energy, and it's always aligning like with the stars. So if we think about that being like your midhaven, your soul's mission, your purpose, usually which sits in the ninth or 10th house, your little MC in astrology as well. This is more we're being realigned and reminded to come into our soul's mission, our soul's purpose. So this is what Spirit's showing me. It's not that we necessarily have to understand all of like what we're here to do, but if we can practice staying in the current of our own energy, that we're more going to be filling up with that and more running that frequency. And then we've got the Nine of Cups, which is like spiritual overflow. So Nine of Cups is this beautiful card that represents hope. So yeah, not getting stuck or fixated on lower energies, distractions, lower emotions, things that are coming up in terms of patterns and things. This is all about like getting your frequency, your current strong. We've got that cone of protection and the angels helping to also hold up that, I guess we would call it like a force field or some kind of spiritual protection or covenant or a barrier. So that's what we have this week. So I can't wait to tune in with you guys next week and to hear about what's happening for you guys. Oh my gosh, so true, Britt Marie. Yeah, manifestation, very, very rapid now. So interesting. I was saying to my partner the other night, we were talking about silver, and I said to him, it's going to drop. And I told him the price, and it actually dropped to the price. So yeah, we're looking forward for it to come back up again soon. But yeah, everything feels like it's going to be okay, is the feeling, but it's just like riding the waves. All right. Well, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in and for being part of our soul tribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be on Sherry Divban's show. So please check out her channel as well. And we've been on shows and things together. So actually, I think this is going to be on her Patreon, but I can post a link after. All right. Bye, guys.